Hi, welcome to Kindred Spirit Readings. Let's begin Virgo. One thing I'm noticing here is that you do have somebody who could be rather jealous of the way that you do things. How is this possible that Virgo continues to succeed? There is admiration, there is also jealousy showing up here. Look, people always know who originally started doing something a certain way. So let's say, for example, if you have a specific way of doing things, and then somebody comes along and they see how you might be succeeding, and then the other person takes on the same idea, takes on the same approach that you have been working with for such a long time, that you originally came up with, and then they begin to use that to their advantage. This other person begins to use it. It doesn't belong to them, it may not suit them, but they go ahead and do it anyway. People know where the original came from. I don't feel this bothers you. I don't think you're really bothered by it. I think you are aware that something like this is happening, but you're definitely not bothered by this whatsoever. You're kind of just saying to yourself, well, if you cannot come up with your own style, your own way of doing whatever it is that you want to do in life, whether it be work, whether it be somewhere else, another area of their life, when it comes to your career, and I'm referring to the other person here, this is what I see you would be saying about this other person. You're sort of just letting it play out however it does. It doesn't really affect your work at the same time. So it's you just standing back going, wow, there is absolutely nothing original about this other person or the way that they do things. They might have a tendency to pull up, what is this? They do hope to gain something from this, gain recognition perhaps, as a way to move up in whatever field of work they're involved in. But eventually people like that will have to come up, or come to terms with the fact that that's not how that works. So, I mean, and it becomes obvious. It really does. I mean, at the end of the day, you are the original. Your work is what stands out, or you created whatever this is to begin with, and you're the one that people obviously look up to, but there's really nothing to stress about. When it comes to your money, Virgo, great things are happening. When it comes to love, everything feels really good. You're very direct, getting straight to the point regarding different areas of your life. Anything that has to do with your health, you might be very, very dehydrated. You might be feeling very tired. If you're not sleeping, Virgo, it's because this is due to the excitement in your life, believe it or not. However that translates, it could be that things are just so good and you're staying up all hours of the night working, planning, whether at home, whether elsewhere, just really embracing every waking moment. I do see that happening. And then there's that lack of sleep, so you could try catching up. It's up to you, but that is what is causing you not to sleep. Life is too good. There's something here about you investigating someone. This is business related, and you're making sure that everything adds up on your end, which I feel that it did to begin with. However, you are dealing with, this is somebody, let's see who this is. It is a male. This is somebody who is younger than you. And I mean, in terms of their appearance, they do look older, but then they are actually younger than you in terms of their age. What I'm getting is that this person may have made an error somewhere, and they are behaving in such a way where, things are not making sense. In all fairness to you, I feel that you could be saying what you could be saying about this person, not to their face, but behind their back to yourself, kind of. If somebody has made a mistake, why shy away from owning that, admitting to that? Be clear about what you've done. Let's talk about this. If something needs sorting, then, this turned into a really big mess on their end potentially, which would create them to act on impulse if it involves you, which clearly here I can see that it does, of course. Of course, you want to know what's going on. Of course, you want to know that they're not compromising um, your situation. So you're looking into this currently, keeping tabs on this person. And I feel that you could be just waiting to see how this all comes together in the end. So I do feel that there's good news at the end of all of this, but it's just the waiting period. And this person could be giving you options. You're kind of taking in what this person is saying, but you're also at the same time saying to this person, well, I don't need you to be giving me those options. I am my own person, and therefore, so long as you're doing the right thing by me, you know, and the list goes on. There's a lot of confusion here. That's how this comes through. But as I said, it could be that they've made a small mistake somewhere along the way, and they're scared. They're not being upfront about it. And I mean, there's that potential for this to turn into a really big screaming mess for no good reason at all. And I feel it's just based on what I'm seeing here. This person isn't coping too well with work at the moment in general. As I said, they act on impulse, they may act on impulse, their behavior is kind of shady, but it's rather obvious to the outside, you know, to that person on the outside looking in. I feel that you could be rather quiet, just observing. This is not really seeing, there's nothing clear about this at this point in time where, you know, um, you'd like things to work out between you and this person. And you might decide at some point, somewhere along the way, you know, perhaps the two of you get together. Thank you, Virgo.